families, it's Carolyn and welcome back to my RV life. Coming at you today from Cumberland Mountain State Park, just outside of the gorgeous little town of Crossville, Tennessee. I got stuck here by accident yesterday. For those who think that living in an RV is 100% vacation, I'm going to share a story with you. Had left Nashville a couple days ago, I guess. I was heading back to Asheville, North Carolina, because the weather has just been brutal. Mid-90s, crazy humidity the whole time I was in Nashville. Luckily, I was in an RV park, so I could stay plugged in and turn on the air conditioning inside the RV for Capone and I. And so I decided to head back to Asheville where it would be cooler. And then yesterday there was a break in the weather. It rained all day. It's only like 78 degrees right now. And I just looked at the weather. It's going to be in the 80s all week. So I think I might stay put for a while. Yesterday I was heading to Catoosa Wildlife Management, let me see, just north of Cookeville, and I drove an hour on gravel roads, washboard roads, crazy washboard roads, drove an hour to find a place to camp. I finally pulled over, decided to just kind of relax and check out the situation, have lunch, whatever, before I moved on to find, because you can only camp there in designated spots, and so I was having trouble finding one of the designated spots. And I pulled over. Capone had been itching pretty bad for a few days, but I thought it was some treats that I had gotten him that I forgot to look at the ingredients and had wheat in it. And I had given him, I'd switched over to grain-free dog food not too long ago because I'd noticed that he was reacting, getting just really lethargic and not feeling well. And for a long time, I've suspected that he might have grain or wheat allergies. So I just chalked it up to a wheat allergy. I was like, okay, threw those treats away, won't give him any more treats. Well, yesterday he was really at it, and he hadn't had a treat in several days, and he was scratching really, really bad on his butt. So when I pulled over after being out in the National Forest or in the wildlife management area, I pulled over, got eyeglasses on so that I could really see. Oh my goodness, and he had a big flea problem. I didn't know that it was fleas in the beginning, but it was something, it was nasty. And I got back in the RV and they were crawling, these little tiny microscopic, they were crawling all over my legs, and I was completely grossed out. For a few days I thought I had felt things crawling on me, but I just thought it was the humidity or maybe some no-see-ums, and then all of a sudden I realized we had a flea infestation and I was completely grossed out. So I hightailed it out of the wildlife management area. Into town to get flea treatment. He needed a bath. How am I going to give him a bath in an RV? So I found a pet place that does grooming, and I went in there to get him a flea bath, and she said, well, in order to do that I need to see his rabies certificate. So I went in my RV, tried to dig out his rabies certificate. Well, guess what? It was past due, like way past due. And I thought he had a couple more years on it. So I wasn't able to give him a bath there. I made an appointment immediately with a vet, and I got in within an hour and a half to get him his distemper, parvo, rabies, and an exam. And since I was here, why not? So $350 later, I got an exam and rabies, and he's all up to date on all his immunizations. And once again, the vet said he's in really good shape for a 12-year-old dog. He's got a couple, she said, enzymes in, one enzyme in his kidney and one enzyme in his liver that I need to keep an eye on. And the kidney one, she said, especially get him retested in a month to see if it's get elevated. And I might have to put him on senior or special dog food. She said definitely put him on senior dog food, lower protein, which I tried once and he didn't react to very well. So anyway, then I had to do laundry, then I had to go get flea bath and everything, and then I'm like, how am I going to give him a bath? It was 5 o'clock by then. So at the end of the day, after all that unexpected running around, I decided the easiest thing to do would be to camp at a state park. I got a spot even though it was Friday night and it was only 20 minutes away from the vet, so I ran up, got my spot, ran to the vet. Using the water at my campsite, I was able to give Capone a bath. I'm sorry I didn't shoot footage of that. It's hard enough for him. I should have set up the tripod. You guys probably would have enjoyed seeing him get a bath, even though he doesn't like it so much, but he does all right. So now he's got a flea bath. He's got new flea meds. They gave me some 3-month pill, so that it's supposed to work better on the East Coast, because apparently there's a really bad infestation of fleas here this year. And we don't have problems with fleas. I never really think about it, but I guess I need to think about it more now that we're living like this and traveling in different areas. And I guess the front line didn't work because he is on front line. So that was our day yesterday. Pretty hectic, not what I expected, but I am wrapping up here at the state park, and I'm going to go back out to the wildlife management area. I'm excited. I looked a little bit more online, and it looks like it's going to be some really nice boondocking. The weather is going to be great. There is going to be some rain, but I'm okay with that. And my new fantastic fan in the bathroom doesn't leak at all. Yay. I still have a little leak around the back window in the bedroom, so my mattress did get a little wet yesterday. I don't know, I'll have to look at that again. But I had pretty bad rain all day yesterday, and I came out relatively unscathed, so I'm feeling a little bit better about that, about the leaks. And Matilda, I'm feeling good about that. All right, so and I also hurt my arm, so I've been in pain for a couple weeks. So anyway, that was my unexpected day, and I'll show you around this beautiful park and give you some of the history of the area, and then I'll check in later at my boondocking spot in the wildlife management area. I'll talk to you soon.